Hi, my name is Dominic Cardinal, and today, I'm going to be telling you about my scenario. My scenario this year was learning how to draw better because I'm not the best drawer. I learned a lot of stuff, and I'm just going to be sharing a portion of what I learned with you today. So let's get started. I'm going to turn this so that you can see it. Okay, so you can see, like, right here. This was like a previous in the year drawing. Not really a drawing. I don't actually have any drawing sketches that I did throughout the year. I didn't really do that many drawings. I have one on OneNote, but that's really the only one. Now, right here, it may just look like a bunch of scribbles, but it was actually me practicing how to do the first thing that I'm going to teach you, which is straight lines and curved lines. Okay, so basically, we'll start with straight lines. So straight lines, you would think that you need to be very slow and very precise to get it as straight as possible. Well, that's wrong. You need to throw that out the window. The first way that you can do it is the most obvious, with a ruler. But the second way is actually a technique that I saw in a video, and it actually helped me. I don't know if it'll help anybody else, but it really did work for me. So it's actually go really fast. You just go fast. You gotta move your whole arm, get the straight lines. They become straight because your arm is moving so fast that it doesn't have time to curve or anything. You can see how most of those are actually pretty straight. The second line that I'm going to tell you about is the curvy line. So you might think you got to go like this. No, you're wrong. It has nothing to do with your drawing skills or your pencil or how strong your grip is or anything like that. It has to do with your wrist. So let me put this up so you can see it. Right, there we go. So you actually just do it with your wrist. You just use your wrist to make the curves. See how I'm not moving like my arm very much? And I'm actually just moving my wrist. My hand isn't even really moving. My wrist is just moving it by itself. So you can see there, I repeated it multiple times, and it eventually made a nice curve. Now, look, if I did it like once, it would still make a good curve. But, I mean, typically there's a couple types of drawing that I'm going to talk to you about too later. But right now, I'm going to go to the other side of this paper, and I'm going to teach you about the next subject, which is basic shapes. The three basic shapes of drawing, you can probably guess them. Square, circle, triangle. These three shapes make up pretty much everything. Not only in drawing, but they also make up, like, a lot of things in life. Now, you might be thinking, like a phone, for example. It's just a elongated square. It's a rectangle. The home button on his phone is a circle. I can't really think of anything triangle besides like pyramids or something, but like pyramids are triangle. But you might be thinking, what about something irregular shapes? Like, I don't know. Think of something, and then just apply what I'm about to tell you to that. Let's go with like a controller or something. I don't care what you guys say or what I've learned. An entire year of drawing can't make me able to draw a controller any better than I could. I'm not gonna lie. So we're just drawing the buttons and stuff. Now, I don't feel like doing the other side, but you can tell, you can see already. Sorry, that was actually kind of small. I'm gonna hope that you can see that. There's a circle right here, or possibly even an oval. Then notice how whenever I draw these things, like this rectangle right here, the triggers are rectangles. This is an oval. Notice how the rectangle and the oval overlap a little bit. That's okay. They still make up the object. This button, these buttons are all circles. That was just an example for you. Now, the 3 types of drawing are actually not that complicated. You'd probably know them if I told them to you. The first one is logical drawing. For example, if I use a ruler to draw a straight line, I'm being logical about it. Next is abstract. Now, abstract drawing is pretty much the opposite of logical. You pretty much just like, I don't want to sound like a hippie, but you go with the flow. So like what I was talking about before, you go fast, you make the line. Doesn't look pretty. And there's all types of drawing styles in the bigger project that I'm going to show you in a couple minutes. The last type is, these are not official names, so like don't go look these up and then tell me that I'm wrong. I think I just spelled that wrong. I'm sorry. Nope, I spelled it right. I can't. I'm just not on it today. The point is, it's sketch. Sketch is the 3rd type. Now, sketch is like whenever you do multiple lines. Like when I used to sketch things, I guess you could say, I used to go like this. Like if I was drawing, I don't know, a big rectangle, I would go like this. I draw multiple lines in each direction. And it actually looks kind of straight. And that's sketch. So right now, I'm going to move you over here, because this is where the lighting is the best, to the big project. Now, the big project is this. You can see you have the man coming to the date with the woman. You have some birds eating crumbs, I guess. You have the baker in here, and you have all the scenery. So pretty much, I'm going to show you from start to finish what I was telling you about before. So like these right here, the pattern in the brick, those are straight lines. Let's see, the bottom of these tables, I use the curve method with your wrist for it. What else? The door, straight lines. Right here, these circles, curves. Curves around the chair. Next up, the basic shapes. You can see like the pattern in the brick. It makes big squares. Or the logo for the Dominic's Cafe is a circle. Triangles. Like right here. The icing on this pie, I don't know if you can really see that, is a triangle. The icing on this pie is also a triangle. Over here, you can make a triangle in the tree with the roots, the base. Next and lastly, the types of drawing. So, logical. Like these hash marks on the road. These are logical. They're straight. Abstract. Like with the tree. The soil is abstract. It's just random lines. The tree, the leaves are also abstract. And sketch. You can see right here, like the tree trunk. You can see I sketched. I did a couple lines each time, and it ended up looking like a good texture. Just a few more things you can see right here. Like you can see the garbage can. You can see the dimensions that I put in. I forgot to mention dimensions. Right here, you can see how the wall kind of moves into the alleyway. And you can see how there's a little bit of a slant here, because this picture I drew from the point of view of a taxi window. I thought it would look cool, and it turned out looking like this. So tell me what you think it looks like. And I don't really have much else for you. I mean, I'm not gonna go and give you an entire art lesson, but yeah, that was pretty much what I could show you. So thank you for watching if you stuck around to the end. If you didn't, I can't blame you. It gets boring sometimes. Thank you for watching. Bye. That was the wrong button.